have seen people doing that and getting their stomach perforated.
Wow.
Getting their
Perforated. Oh my God.
rectum perforated. I've seen this pudinara in the abdomen coming out from the holes. Today I'm just telling in front of everyone that the medical science which you are talking about, it's not really a science. Physics is a science, mathematics is a science, chemistry is a science, but modern medicine is an observational science. Mixing of food is never meant for our body. Either people used to take from the beginning, if you take the evolution, if you take, we are meant to take one type of food.
So one more major challenge that I think most men have is bloating or gas, passing of gas. So that is also related to food, am I right, sir? What are the steps that one can take to control that? And it is very important because in social situations it becomes a problem. Can you please suggest something like this?
Gas. This is a problem. Every patient coming to my OPD, they talk about this. Now, gas means your the gas, which, because normally during the digestion process, a lot of gas is being produced, fine. But during the course of time, that gas normally we pass gases, but this bloating is because somewhere there is fermentation is happening. I told you, the milk and meat product when you take, it keeps the things for a long time, and body doesn't get digested. It gets fermented. When there is a fermentation, there is a lot of gas formation.
Exactly.
And immediately you feel. So after taking milk, you must have felt. If you just think, remember, you feel little bit of fullness, fine, and you feel sleepy. A lot of people take milk before sleep because they get a good sleep.
Right.
Remember, it's because of what, when the milk stays in the stomach for a long time, that body try to digest it, so it will keep it for a longer time. So it starts working more and more and more. So more and more blood supply will be diverted towards the stomach because they perceive that I have to do something more bigger.
Right.
So your brain get less blood that time. So you feel sleepy. And this fermentation food, when it goes down, then it goes on producing more and more gases.
Right.
Because you have a limited normal food doesn't cause that, but a undigested food, when it gets fermented inside the intestine, it will produce gases and it has to pass through somewhere.
One more angle that people say, don't consume too much of dal and legumes. Even that creates a lot of gas.
Not exactly, but if you are not able to digest those things, it's an individual variation.
Okay.
It's an individual variation.
Right.
What type of if the person is not taking a particular type of dal and he takes it, body is not coded for that.
Most of us South Indians, when I have dal, it's most of the tuar dal, right? We make dal, sambar out of it and all those things, and they say that too much of dal, they say add a little bit of garlic to it, or make it a little, and then the people say all these things. I don't know if that is really a factor.
No, really is that if your habit is taking one particular dal, you go on telling it, nothing will happen to you. But you change over to something else, again for a body it is a new thing. Fine, it will take some time to adjust it to that.
Right.
So during that period, it keeps the things for a longer period of time. So more fermentation, more gas formation.
Right.
So it is basically what type of food I am habituated of.
Okay.
The moment that's why you go and take a fast food or go to a hotel and that day you feel very bad because the food you ordered are not your regular food. You have taken it for taste because you have seen the menu. Because there are they are preparing.
I see the menu. I see the photographs,
and you have taken those food. So now the problem is that your body is not digesting it. What can you do? Do you want to take medicine for that, or you want to stop?
I usually sometimes when I have that indigestion, pudinhara or some kind of
very dangerous.
People do that, and some soda. As a matter of fact, when I'm having that burp kind feel, immediately we get a Bisleri soda, open up, add some lemon, and then drink
you
it.
Have seen, don't know, you are doing it lucky enough. I have seen people doing that and getting their stomach perforated.
Wow.
Getting their
perforated.
rectum perforated. I have seen this pudinara in the abdomen coming out from the holes. So it is not. It is you may because as a common man you might have seen, but we have seen it in hundreds. So the moment you take this, what you say, burping agents, what will happen? Your stomach is already working in a very high way, and suppose you have an ulcer. Now this gas started forming. It doesn't going to that. It will find the weakest point. It will perforate. So we see patients in the hospital. So the thing is that all the things which people say it is good, which has been sold in the market, 99% things are wrong. Fine. Now who will going to today we are talking, so I am discussing. But where should I go and talk about this? No. So don't do shortcut. Change your food. If that food is causing you problem, if you're not getting digested, don't take that food. Your body is not meant for that. Don't overdo something or to get it digested or something like that. Never. So you should understand.
Right.
There is come. You should know your body. Then you are getting warning sign.
There are a lot of other I would call it a myth, but there's a lot of other elders in the family say don't take greens, that is your greens in the night, right? We make the say the green vegetables, green leafy vegetables in the night, you will not digest. They will say that you will need to not take fish and curd together and all those things. I'm just a little confused because does it have a scientific backing? I'm not sure, but people say that, at least the elders say that don't do it. So most of us don't practice it.
See, what they are telling, they are right in many ways, because they have observed it, that these things are happening. So now they have made it a rule and they have told you, and really science is backing towards that. When you mix veg and non-veg, that too, during vegetarian we need a different thing, and for non-veg we need a different thing. So two things cannot come together. So one person has to be neglected for that.
Right.
Fine. So you are talking about green leafy vegetables, and for those things, at night we always say a night meal should be a light one.
So I shouldn't have palak in the night.
You should anything heavy you should not take.
Okay.
Because if see, it's again, you may be able to digest it, but the other person may not be able to digest it. But the food family with the food वही बनेगा ना. They have observed it long back.
Right.
If you take this thing is happening. If you ask me one thing, all the medical today I am just telling in front of everyone that the medical science which you are talking about, it's not really a science. Physics is a science, mathematics is a science, chemistry is a science, but modern medicine is a observational science. All the medicine, if you see clinical trials, what is that? We do the trial. If it is successful 70% cases, then it's a good medicine. Fine. So it's not working in 30% also. So
Right.
similarly, this
Probability of failure is there.
there. So that's how our old generation, they have noticed a lot of things. If you take this, so they are right. Somewhere they are right. We cannot ignore them. And you follow them, you will be finding that yes, they are right.
Right.
Right. So it is nothing wrong in it. But if you ask me what is scientific background, I'll say ki our body is not mixing of food is never meant for our body. Either people used to take from the beginning, if you take the evolution, if you take, we are meant to take one type of food.
Right. Right.
So now we are mixing, because of availability, we are mixing up a lot of things.
True. I'm just trying to get to a standpoint where we're talking about evolution right now. Man has been an omnivorous creature. He's been eating meat, he's been eating plant-based stuff and everything. Do you think, I'm an omnivore, I like eating both vegetables as well as meat. I consume both. But when it comes to the food and diet, predominantly I see a lot of people, especially if you look at certain communities in India, they focus on a vegetarian diet. They focus on adding a lot of ghee and a lot of good fats. I would say a lot of fats to the food. What is your take on this vegetarianism, or is it right, or should we have a more of a overall balanced diet with everything in together? I'm not talking about any religion or anything, but I'm talking about a general well-being standpoint. What will be the right way to go forward?
See, if you want me to go with the doctor's view, I will say vegetarian diet is normally is good. There is no way, because the moment we take non-vegetarian food, try to understand vegetables, how much energy it takes to get digested, and how much energy is needed for, because every food has to break down. We have to break down every food, so you need the energy for that also,
Right.
to break down. Yes or no? So you take a non-veg food, it will stay there in the stomach for a long time. It is more energy to be required for digestion, and the byproduct are different.
Right.
Fine. So ultimately, you have to. So we say Indian diet, we have a balance. Vegetarian diet, I will prefer vegetarian diet is good, but because we all are taking non-vegetarian food, moderation of non-vegetarian food, that too not red meat. I'm talking about the chicken and something.
Chicken and fish maybe.
Fish and chicken. Fish is good.
What about eggs? It's a superfood. I call it a superfood, but
Eggs,
is it
there are a lot of controversy regarding egg. Somebody tell that don't take cholesterol, that it will increase these things. But there are a lot of studies also shows you can take egg moderation. So it is a matter of discussion. And I, as a personally, if I say, I will say egg protein purpose. If you take white is good.
Egg white,
Egg
Malo.
white is
Egg
good.
white is good.
Yellow is having a lot of.
So you make
fat.
egg white frittata, just the white, and then make like an
Yes, I will
omelette.
advise for my personal point of view, but all these things depending on that particular person.
Right.
Suppose a overweight person is there, he has to think of what he should, whether he should take.
So let's say that we have a normal IT person or a guy working in a manufacturing setup, and he's say let's say he's from Odisha. I'm talking about somebody from here. What do you think an Odia person should eat if he's doing a sedentary job like an IT jobs?
See, first of all, you have to remove the word sedentary. He should be active. Now we have to come out from sedentary. Now we have to teach them to become active. That is first
Okay,
thing.
I'm removing it, but a guy who's doing a full-time job sitting and
sitting. There he has to, because his calorie requirement is less, so he has to have a good breakfast.
So 2000 calories is what average.
That is 2000
Right.
calorie average is there. So he has to take a good breakfast. Every time you go, your breakfast means breaking your fast, which you are we have fasted for 12 hours. Now you have to take good breakfast. Lunch has to be good, and evening meal has to be a light
Light meal.
meal. So if you balance these three diet, and in between lot of what are doing the youngsters are doing, lot of they go on eating something. They have chips. They have this.
They have pakoras, samosas, and everything.
All these things to be removed from their diet. Exercise has to be added to that. So the more if you take normal, I don't advise anything which is out of which they are not taking.
Right.
Normal food which is available because what they were eating at home, they were eating rice, they were eating dal, they would have a vegetable.
Right.
There sometimes they would have non-vegetarian food, all these things. So there's nothing big. Nutrition is not at all a big science. I don't, and at least I said, when the common man, why should you go for a nutritional? Because if I give you a diet also, after 2 months you will drop the diet
Yeah.
chart. It's no use. So you do whatever you are doing, but you do it in a proper manner.
Right.
Less oil.
And here you advocate journaling this diet as well?
Yes, because suppose you are journaling and found out after taking such food, lot of food people are allergic to certain food.
Right.
They will be able to notice that. After today I took this one, so I felt this.
Like some people are allergic to groundnuts.
Yes.
Yeah, if they feel a little dizzy or some.
So they will notice, no? The moment you start journaling, today I took this food, maybe this is it. So second time, if you avoid, if you take, then again you feel that, oh, okay. So you have to remove the things which is not giving you what do you say, giving bloating or giving pain or something like that. You should remove it from your diet permanently.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell your stomach to learn it. You remove it from your diet.
Just to add a little bit of, a lot of people talk about gluten-free diet, especially they say that I'm not able to eat gluten chapatis or something like that. Is that really a problem? Because I think in the 70s and 80s, there wasn't much awareness maybe, but I don't know. Still, I felt that a lot of people were eating everything and they were still healthy, or at least that is the assumption that I have. Is it really true that
Yes.
Indians are also allergic to gluten?
We have this problem coming up in the youngsters. Even my son is also one of them. So it's because of you can say a lot of because during the process of evolution, because of genetical changes, there is something must be happening. We are allergic to lot of things.
Right.
So if you are allergic to certain gluten is one of the protein which is 70% of people are allergic to it. But some people have got more, so they cannot take this. Some people have got less tolerable.
So it's just the tolerance level of
tolerance
gluten.
level is
Right.
very. So most of, because it is a fact, because it was there every time, but that time it was not getting diagnosed. Now we are aware, so we are getting diagnosed by that. And if you are diagnosed with that, and if you feel fullness or you are not able to digest that particular proper thing properly, you should remove that one from your diet. Nothing wrong in it. There are so many things to eat. We don't have to stick to the things which is giving us pain.
Nice.
And you know, then no, nothing. This is not a big thing out of it. This is not fitting to my body, so I should not take it.
Right.
It's very simple.
Now coming to sugars, which is something pertinent, and a lot of people advocate that you should not have sugars, direct sugars, you should not cola, or you should avoid certain things altogether, processed foods. Agreed, sir. But when it comes to sugars, even jaggery or natural sugars, whatever we have through palm sugar or anything, is it okay to consume at least that sugar, or should we even avoid that sugars also in general, sir?
See, sugar means your glucose level. Let us talk about sugar in other forms. Whatever you take as sugar, it will convert into glucose.
Glucose.
So we always advocate that your sugar level should not spike in between, because how people develop, because genetically you are coded with, suppose you have, and you are not giving proper attention to this, your parents are diabetic, so you may not be a diabetic after that, but if you take proper care of it, if you are digesting the sugar, you are consuming your sugar is entering to the cell properly.